New rumors point to a OnePlus 6 with a notch and a couple of other changes. Huawei P20 camera teasers point to outclass even the Mate 10 Pro in things we're hearing. Despite the iPhone X's bad sales, Apple is ordering a crazy amount of screens this year. I'm Jaime Rivera, and yes, it's another week of rumors, and at some point we'll have some news as well. This is Pocketnow Daily. The official news today begin with the Huawei Mate 10 Pro. We had a review rebuttal very recently. I really love that phone, but I do consider it to be overpriced when you can't subsidize it in the United States. So for those of you in the market, it's currently $100 off. Do I recommend the phone? Yes, I do definitely recommend the phone. You can learn more about the deal in the description. Now let's talk about the Samsung Galaxy S8. For those of you that have been waiting for your Oreo update, this is a funny irony as Verizon units now have it. We also hear that Sprint and T-Mobile are getting it. Guess who's waiting? Those of us with an unlocked unit still can't get it, in addition to those of you on AT&T. When is that going to happen? I personally can't wait. Now let's talk about Apple, as definitely the company has been disappointing analysts with its sales of the iPhone X. I'm not saying that the phone sells bad, but definitely not what the predictions had entailed. So as it turns out, we hear that, well, analysts are adjusting everything for the next couple of quarters, but even so, Cupertino has just made a crazy order for 270 million displays for this phone. So the question is this for the iPhone X or for whatever iPhone is coming next? Who knows? Now let's move the spotlight back to Huawei, as we've got a ton of additional rumors and teasers of the Huawei P20. We're days away from the event, and well, we already saw pretty much what to expect with the Lite, but when in the case of the Pro, we've seen those triple cameras, and the question is, what exactly are we getting? Huawei is teasing better low light performance. They're teasing better slow motion performance, which was not that great on the Mate 10 Pro. But even more interesting, there's a sketchy rumor that points to a possibility of 40 megapixel cameras. Now, we're not exactly sure if we're getting the hardware, which would be PureView territory, or if we are instead getting a stitch of all these photos, which is not necessarily new. That's something that phones have been able to do for a while. Companies have just stopped doing it, but we'll keep you posted. The event is soon. And finally, the most interesting news today have to do with the OnePlus 6, aka the Oppo R15, aka another Vivo device, because these devices share design. According to some trusted sources, the OnePlus 6 will look pretty much like the R15, and according to everything we know about the R15, it's got a notch, a 6.28-inch display, 90% screen-to-body ratio, 6 gigs of RAM, etc., etc. Obviously, the specs internally are going to be different for the OnePlus 6, but the most interesting part is the fact that we're getting a notch, regardless of the 90% screen-to-body ratio, whatever math you want to do with that, because the notch, I don't know if that's being considered. But anyways, in today's question, we have a company that tells us to never settle, which is OnePlus. Would you like to settle for a notch with the OnePlus 6? Because in my case, I don't know why we're doing this. I mean, the design of the OnePlus 5T was already great without it. Why are we going to change this if there's no better facial recognition, or at least no necessary hardware that would require this? Leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know your opinion. Fun fact, recording this a third time because I wasn't aware that there was a stain in my other shirt. I had to eat quickly. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel by hitting this button up here. You can watch yesterday's Pocketnow Daily up here, and our review of the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus down here. You can also follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera, on Instagram at Jaime Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.